Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of The Tim Show. I do want to apologize for not getting this video out to you guys last week, mostly just because the Snyder Cut, I was really just enjoying everything that I was watching, and then work picked up again for me, and I didn't have the time to get this video out, so I do apologize for that. And just to give you guys a heads up, after I'm done recording this video, I'm going to record another video talking about the current episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier that just released today, which is episode 2. So I am sorry for that. So now I'm going to spend today getting all caught up. So let's go ahead and again, for all the Marvel shows and a good chunk of my reviews, we will be getting a little bit into spoiler territory. So for this video only, if you have not seen the very first episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, you might want to click away, go watch it on Disney Plus, and then come right back here, because I will be talking a little bit about minor spoilers. But without further ado, now that I've apologized, let's get started. Episode 1 of The Falcon and Winter Soldier is now available on Disney Plus. And I gotta say, and you guys do know, I really did enjoy WandaVision. I thought it was a great show. It's the first show in the Marvel Universe coming to, the Disney Plus stuff. It worked out very well. It was something unique. It was something different. I liked it. It was really good. And I believe the grade I gave it was an A-. I may have to go back to my review because it's been a little while. But nevertheless, I enjoyed WandaVision. Now, getting into The Falcon and Winter Soldier, this felt very comforting. As soon as this first episode starts, we're already in some familiar territory with, the action, the characters. It's very reminiscent of, the past 2 Captain America movies. And even the first one, I'll even include the first one. So, and what makes this show really great is that the people that worked on Captain America, the First Avenger, the Winter Soldier, and Civil War are back working for the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. And obviously, you can see it all. It's just absolutely great. Episode 1 started off with a great action sequence. We got to learn a lot more about Sam's past, his family, what he's trying to do now that he's back after the events of Avengers Endgame. And then we also get to see the more struggles that Bucky is dealing with on a regular basis. It's not just, the death of, Tony's mom and dad that's still in his brain. It's a lot of stuff that Bucky is going through. And this show really dives even more deeper into those characters. And I really enjoyed it. And this whole thing, with the Disney Plus shows just goes to show you how great these shows look. I was really impressed with the first episode of The Falcon Winter Soldier. And I'll talk briefly about what was going on in the show. So we learned some more about Sam's backstory, what Bucky's going through, what they're doing now. We learned that Sam is trying to help his sister out by trying to keep the family boat that they have from, being sold and, keeping their business good and going. So there's that. And then Bucky, we really see Bucky, he's in therapy, he's trying to, come to terms with everything that's going on. And we learn from his therapy sessions that he's being pardoned. His mind is supposedly all free of Hydra's brainwashing, so he's all good, but he is still having nightmares about people that he's hunted as the Winter Soldier, and it's still really affecting him a lot. And it's very insane. And then we have the next kind of subplot to this episode where we have a new villain organization called the Flag Smashers, who we don't really know quite their motives yet, but we'll talk more about that in episode 2 now that I've watched it. But from this first episode, they look to be really strong, a really strong group of people that are trying to do bad things. And they've got these weird, hand masks on their face. Really cool. Still, we don't know much about them yet, but, as something that, Sam and Bucky will eventually fight, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. It's really cool. And then we have the big thing that went down in this episode. Probably, I guess you would say, the biggest spoiler-ish. So again, like I always do, if you don't want to hear this one, don't watch. The episode opens up after we get a great action sequence with Sam and the returning of another character that Cap fought at the beginning of the Winter Soldier. We learn that Sam doesn't feel like he should be taking up the shield. So he actually gives it to what we think in that first episode, he's just giving it to a museum so that way people can marvel at it and, appreciate everything that Captain America has done, in the past. And Sam kind of explains why he feels like he can't take up the shield and whatnot. And then we get to the big thing at the ending of the episode, which I guess a lot of us probably saw coming since we saw the trailers and news articles. The world announces a new Captain America played by, I think his name is Wyatt Russell. I think the son of Kurt Russell from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Volume 2. He is playing the new Captain America. And Sam, we see in the episode that he's not happy about this. He's definitely not happy about this. And he kind of did not, I guess he did say he didn't see this coming, but at the same time, though, with everything that's happened in the MCU, it kind of makes sense that the world would probably need a new Captain America. And that's where the episode ends, with the government announcing a brand new Captain America played by Wyatt Russell. And again, I will talk more about Wyatt Russell because he is going to be in episode 2, so stay tuned. We'll be talking more about that. Episode 1, really good start. Not really much of a dull moment because this episode is more of character building. You know that later on in this show, Sam and Bucky are eventually going to team up. We're going to get a great, buddy duo here. But for this episode, it's mostly all just about learning more about Sam, learning more about Bucky, seeing what the world has kind of become with their stories, introducing our new villain. And the biggest thing with the ending of the first episode is introducing a new Captain America. All in all, I really did enjoy this first episode. It was something very familiar, and it's something, again, that I'm excited to see continue. And because the runtime of episode 2 was released, obviously, as well. And each episode so far has been 49 minutes with about 40-ish minutes, probably like 46 minutes being an actual episode and only 3 minutes being credits. So it's not like WandaVision where there's like 10 minutes of credits or 5 minutes of credits. So I do like that. I do like how these episodes are a little bit longer. The look and feel of this show is already amazing. The only thing that sucks is that we only get 6 episodes of this, but the quality and the look of the show, the effects, every single episode is just going to look amazing. And the same thing with how I rated the WandaVision episodes. For each episode, I'm going to review it out of a 10. And then overall, once the series is done, I will give it an overall grade. But I'm definitely giving the first episode, The Falcon and Winter Soldier, an 8 out of 10. Perfectly paced. We slowed down a little bit on the action to get some more character development, get a couple of laughs. So I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. It was really good. Great start. I'm excited to see where this goes. And that's my review of the first episode, The Falcon Winter Soldier. Again, sorry I didn't get this video up sooner to you guys. I do apologize with everything going on. But I'm actually, as soon as this video is done filming, I'm going to go jump in and start talking about episode 2. And yeah, it's going to be really exciting. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys probably very soon as I'm going to record my review of episode 2 of The Falcon Winter Soldier. Thank you guys so much and have a good one.